Hi there, this is Christy. I call myself the Skeptic Medium because I am very skeptical about a lot of spiritual things, and yet I'm a medium, so I have both sides of the coin. Today I'm going to be talking about how to spot frauds, and unfortunately this makes my job so much more difficult because there are so many of them out there. I have so many clients come to me who have seen people that proclaim to be psychics or mediums who just absolutely scare the living daylights out of them, and they feel that they got nothing out of their reading. On the other hand, I see people who have also gone to mediums where they have felt very impressed with what they have heard. So they're not all fakes, but I just want to talk a bit more about this today because I feel that a lot of people are being duped by fraudulent people. So here are the signs of when you are dealing with a fraud. First of all, cold reading. Cold reading is something that you do where you are checking out somebody's body language. You're also giving very vague descriptions. You are fishing for information, and then you are repeating that information back to them. For example, I could say right now that you have got a scar on your body that brings back bad memories. Well, that's obvious. Next one is bringing you luck, love, health, wealth. If you come to them, they're going to be able to bring these things to you. It is absolute nonsense. Spirit has never communicated any such thing to me. Logically, if we were giving lucky numbers and we were able to bring you love, everybody would be happily in their relationship that they want. Everybody would be rich. Everybody would be winning the lottery every week. It just doesn't happen. Spirit will not interfere in the free agency of another person. They will never force another person to fall in love with somebody else. And they're not going to solve your marital problems or your relationship struggles. However, they will give you advice on what you could look at doing, or giving you advice about yourself and how you can get through whatever difficulty you're going through with the most amount of peace and fulfillment. Another thing that fraudsters use is they inspire fear and guilt. There is a sales technique where people that are saying no to a salesman actually become more aggressive. The salesman becomes more aggressive and makes the person feel like they are being stupid because they are not buying whatever this thing is. So there are fraudsters that also take this approach, that they will actually become aggressive to get you to submit to their ideas. Spirit is never meant to inspire a feeling of guilt or fear. It will always be from a place of love and encouragement. Yes, they do give warnings. I do have that. But it will be only if a person is in really, really serious danger, or to prepare them for something very difficult that's coming. But it's rare, extremely rare. They claim to be able to tell the future. When I am shown images of the future, it is very rare as well. They do not discuss the future very much. I have never had a person where I have had any feeling about when they're going to die. Let me give a date and a month. That's just not something that comes up, ever. Spirit, higher level spirit is not going to share this information with you. It's just not something that you're supposed to know. I think that personally, a person could individually receive information from spirit about when they're going to die, or perhaps I think a lot of people have premonitions prior to their death that something is coming. I think that is quite different from some person sitting saying, well, you're going to die in 5 years, or no, you're going to die when you're 44. I've never come across any such thing ever. So I can only warn you very strongly that this is absolutely nonsense. I'll give you some examples of mediums that I feel are frauds, famous mediums, and ones that I think have the genuine gift. Well, identifying the genuine gift, I believe that John Edwards does have the genuine gift, and I believe that he's extremely good at it. He's not always going to get it right, and I think that mediums are held up to a very high standard because we are supposed to know everything about the spirit world, everything from beginning to end, and everybody's thoughts and feelings, and we're supposed to tap into absolutely everybody, that we should have this all figured out. We don't, and we do get it wrong. I have gotten it wrong. understand that spirit communicates not in the language that we speak here on earth at all. The language that they communicate to me through is images and symbols as well as feelings. So it's not a perfect language, and as time goes by, I am sort of getting more vocabulary and understanding it a bit better. And yeah, I do interpret things incorrectly. On the other hand, I have watched a sad thing happening with Teresa Caputo, the Long Island medium. In the first season, I actually felt like she had the real deal, and I actually think she does or did have a gift. I feel like somewhere in the second season, she sold out. Now, Spirit has warned me very strongly that if I deceive people using this gift, it will be taken away from me. And I suspect this is what's happened to Teresa, is that at some point she did not be honest about what was happening, and she was probably unable to do readings for a while. Perhaps Spirit also tested her to see if she would actually stick to her values, the values that you're supposed to have as a medium. And she lost it. And since then, she has pretty much been doing cold reading. From what I can see, she's cold reading. Sylvia Brown is another one that to me is a complete fraud. I don't think this woman ever had the gift. I think that she has gone on in a manner of preying on people. I think that any information that she does know about the spirit world has come through her reading other people's books, gaining knowledge from other people, and basically plagiarizing that in her books. For me right now, the jury is out on Tyler Henry. I'm not sure what I think about him. I would hope that he has a gift. If that is a genuine gift, he is extremely talented. It concerns me a bit that he is able to essentially Google all these famous people, which gives you a lot more information. When somebody contacts me for a reading, I really do only want to know their first name. I do not have any desire to Google them or find out who they are, because I want the message to come purely from spirit, and that's why I prefer doing telephonic readings, so that I am not skewed by their body language. Of course, for me, it is always easier if the person that I'm doing the reading from says, look, I would like to hear from this person, and I can then try to find that person. Sometimes I'm genuinely unable to find that person. This is not because they don't want to communicate. It may be because of my inability to communicate with them. And this is why I only charge after a reading, because I definitely want to make sure that I've made a clear connection before I would charge for anything like that. Go into readings with an open mind and also a skeptical mind. Be careful what you fall for, but listen for those gems of knowledge which may come through. I also do readings where it does not make sense at the time, and later on all the pieces fit together. So that is a little bit of information about fraudulent activity in the psychic medium community. I am Christy. I call myself the Skeptic Medium, and you can find me at the Skeptic Medium on YouTube and Facebook. I'd love to hear from you. Chat soon.